Coming up on this edition of Bearcat Student Media News, could more daylight on future winter nights be headed our way? The latest on where making daylight savings time permanent stands. Also, find out why students have been eager to get their running shoes ready for a Saturday morning run, and it was all for a good cause. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Justin Hardcastle. Welcome to Bearcat Student Media News. A local organization is heading out on foot to spread awareness about a deadly disease. Bearcat Student Media's Sydney Simmons has more. Thank you for that awesome sports update, Christian. And finally, we're going to leave you today with a home run of a story. When Astros left fielder Yordan Alvarez hit that walk-off three-run, two-out homer in the ninth inning of Game 1 against the Mariners at Minute Maid, it was a Sam Houston State alum on the receiving end of that blast. Dylan Harrell was in the right field stands when Alvarez went deep. Harrell grabbed the ball after it hit nearby seats. He said the ball is something he can show his kids and grandkids. Harrell went on to say, quote, "It's the ball he hit to me to win the game on my birthday. You can't beat that." You sure can't. Congratulations, Dylan, and I'm really jealous. And that'll do it for us this week at Bearcat Student Media News. I'm Justin Hardcastle, and we'll see you back here next week. Good afternoon, Huntsville and Sam Houston State University students. I'm Justin Hardcastle with your local forecast. It's currently 82 degrees in Huntsville with cloudy skies throughout the day. The humidity is at 58%, winds southbound at 16 miles an hour with the feels like temperature at 84 degrees. One of the most popular off-campus parking spots for students was closed down recently and may leave some new students confused as to what the parking policy is there. The old abandoned Bearcat Junction was a popular off-campus parking spot as it was located quite close to SHSU's campus. Since it was abandoned, parking in places like this and the old Long John Silver's provides a close location for students to park without having to pay for a parking pass. The area is now patrolled by Johnson's Towing and students can be towed for parking here. The Bearcat Student Media News Desk took a look around campus to see what some students' thoughts on the parking situation were.
I feel like if you're paying for your college education, I feel like parking should be free.
Yeah, getting rid of zones and just one parking permit for every place.
I feel like there's not enough parking for people who are attending.
What's important for any new student who may not be familiar with the policy change to know is that the area is now private property, and you will be towed if you park there. From the Bearcat Student Media News Desk, Justin Hardcastle. It was a day of some good shots, and it was a day of some bad shots. Last week, the Delta Tau Delta fraternity gathered for golf, socializing, crawfish, and good times. Last week, the Charles Mallory Memorial Golf Tournament was held by the Delta Tau Delta fraternity. The tournament is one of the biggest events of the year for the fraternity and gives alums and current members a chance to come together and celebrate the life and legacy of Charles Mallory. Mallory was one of the fraternity's early members and helped the chapter get its start in Huntsville.
Charles was a charter member of the chapter back in 1960. He was instrumental in getting our house over on Bearcat Boulevard.
Mallory's fellow fraternity brothers decided to honor his legacy to the fraternity with this tournament and used it as a way to help the chapter.
And we thought we would honor him by having a fundraiser for the House Corporation.
Aside from fundraising, the event also gives past members of the fraternity a chance to reconnect with their old friends, and for current members to have something to look forward to every year.
As well as it's a good time, good atmosphere. Brothers get to come out from all sorts of decades, and they're able to come together once a year and rekindle their friendships and connect.
After a long morning hitting the course, the fraternity gathered at their frat house for a crawfish boil, some live music, and festivities. Events like these show that the camaraderie that this fraternity shares over generations is still going strong. In Huntsville, Justin Hardcastle, Bearcat Student Media. If you've spent any time walking around SHSU's campus, you may have seen one of the biggest sights in the mall area, the clock tower. Officially known as the Bletchley Bell Tower, it was dedicated during homecoming week in 2005, making it a relatively new addition on the campus. It's known best for its ringing bells, that our student body is always thrilled to hear throughout the day, and generally being nice to look at. But this tower has some secrets. According to the student body, walking under the arches of this clock tower is bad luck, and it can push your graduation date back by at least a semester. Now, hearing rumors about this clock tower is one thing, so me and fellow BSM reporter Rodrigo Mendoza decided to take a stroll around campus and see what students' thoughts on the matter was, and even if they'd be willing to go under the clock tower for the right price.
The infamous clock tower.
I know if you walk under the clock tower that you'll take 1 year later to graduate, so it's bad luck, basically.
Oh, so you're 1 year?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I've heard that someone that walked under the clock tower, it took him an extra year to graduate, so I don't want that to happen to me, so.
So I just walked under the clock tower before I was even a student when I was on a 2 here, so I hope it doesn't apply to me in the end.
Now, knowing about the clock tower is one thing, but is there anyone out there willing to take the plunge under those arches for some money?
Would you like if someone paid you like $20 and said, "Hey, walk under it right now," would you do it?
$20 is $20, so I don't know. I mean, I'm a broke college student, so I don't know.
From the Dan Rather Communications Building, Justin Hardcastle and Rodrigo Mendoza, Bearcat Student Media.